Good evening, everyone. Amanda Etzel coming to you live from Litchfield, Kentucky. I'm going to give it just a little bit to see if somebody comes on. That way I know that you all can hear me and everything. So I'm going to give it just a second. Give people time to get the notification and come on. I normally wouldn't do this, but I've been having issues with my internet. So I want to make sure that I'm being heard before we get started here. Just a few minutes, guys. Let's get somebody on here. That way I know that y'all are hearing me. I can't see who just come on, but if you could comment, please, so that I know that you're hearing me. And then we will proceed with the lesson that we have today. Hopefully I'll be able to see comments. Mama, if you can let me know that you're here. Okay, thank you. Sorry about that. My internet's slow, guys. We're having some snowy weather and everything. Not really snowing here, but here in Kentucky it is. So hopefully y'all can hear me okay. We're going to be doing a lesson out of this book right here. This is what we study out of for our women's ministry. And I wanted to come live to you on my page so that you could also benefit from these lessons. Hopefully y'all enjoy them. If you are catching me live, please drop live. If you catch this on the replay, meaning the little red button there at the top is not showing, then you're on the replay. Let me know that you watched the replay so I can come back and connect with you. So since I'm being heard and everything, we're going to go ahead and go forward with our lesson. So Mama, thank you for joining me. So today's lesson is about attitude. Okay? Finally, brothers, rejoice, become mature, be encouraged, be of the same mind, be at peace, and the God of love and peace will be with you. 2 Corinthians 13:11. Welcome, babe. Thank you for coming on. Hi, Shannon. When it comes to leaders, attitude determines altitude. Those with can-do attitudes rise to the top while the naysayers sink. Attitudes are the mental filters through which we view and interpret the world around us. Your attitude will inevitably determine the quality and direction of your day, your career, and your life. That's why it's so important to stay positive. You can hear me just fine. That's great. I was wondering because our weather is something else today. The Christian life can be and should be cause for celebration. After all, every new day is a gift. Every new circumstance an opportunity to praise and to serve. So what's your attitude today? Let me know what kind of attitude y'all are having today. I know with the cold weather is extremely cold here today, and you know, it just makes your attitude a little bit on the, you know, negative side sometimes. You don't feel good and all that. So your attitude can be kind of, you know, kind of crappy, if I may say. So just let me know what kind of mood you're in today. So are you expecting God to do big things in your life and your organization? Are you willing to work hard, work smart, and encourage your co-workers to do likewise? Will you lead the way for others? Will you put down stepping stones, not stumbling blocks? If so, your efforts will be rewarded, perhaps sooner than you think. Yeah, we are having a wonderful and blessed day, ain't we, babe? It's been a great day today. I've not been outside because of the cold. This girl don't do cold. I'm sorry, we don't do that. Mama says she's in a good mood. Shannon, how are you doing today? So let's talk about this. So, attitude. So, we all know that the attitude that we set in the mornings is the attitude we're going to carry throughout the day. It's going to set the tone for the whole day. So, if you wake up in the morning and you make sure, even if you wake up on the wrong side of the bed, make sure that you get yourself in a good mood. Listen to some upbeat music. Maybe do some, listen to a motivational video. That's great, Shannon. Let me know what you all do when you wake up and, you're in a not so good mood and, you've got to get positive because you're going to run into people that you're going to influence, and you don't want to influence them to be negative, do you? So what are some things that you do to ensure that you are staying on the positive side? Now, life ain't always rainbows and roses and all that, guys. It's not. And for Jimmy and I, we have a pretty good life. We wake up with pretty good moods. We get up fairly early. I can't say that we have too many bad days, but for the times that we go through that may cause us to be down in the dumps because something has happened for the day, or maybe we got up and as funny as it sounds, maybe we stumped our toe. Or something of that nature, something's happened during the day, then we have to take that negative mindset and we have to reframe how we think, okay? Get a different perspective. So let me know how y'all deal with those times. Hello, Henna, I think that's how you say your name, right, Henna? So let me know how you deal with the times that, you wake up and you're not in such a good mood, but you're on here, you're an influencer, right? You're an entrepreneur. I see, Miss Henna is on here. She's an entrepreneur. And we know that when we start our day that we're influencers. We got to be positive because otherwise we're going to influence somebody to not, have a great perspective, right? So how do y'all deal with that? So I'm going to share some quotes with you. It's easy to have a great attitude when things are going our way. It's when difficult challenges rise before us that attitude becomes the difference maker. John Maxwell. We choose what attitudes we have right now, and it's a continuing choice. John Maxwell. Let's see. Turn on Christian music, say a prayer, start my day. That's a great way to do that, Shannon. I do my Bible study first thing in the morning to keep my mind where it needs to be. Yes, actually, I start my day out with some Bible study because I am a believer. For those that don't know, I am a believer. And so I always put God first. If I don't start my day with Bible study and spending time with God, my day it doesn't go right, okay? Hello, Pastor. We're glad you could join us. So the longer I live, the more convinced I become that life is 10% what happens to us and 90% how we respond to it. Charles Swindoll, I think I'm saying that right. And I know that I have posted this before. 10%, life is 10% what happens to us and 90% of how we respond to it. So of course, we've all been through things, and it's, you got to watch how you respond. And some things are not even worth responding to, okay? So if I'm on here doing this live and somebody makes a comment, I can choose whether to respond or not to respond. And a lot of times I don't even respond to negative comments, okay? Because I don't even see them. I don't, I see those of you who are saying hello to me and agreeing with me and putting great comments down there, and our attitude is our choice. You got to remember that, most of the people on here that I'm seeing come on here are either entrepreneurs, you're ministry leaders, you lead big teams, and you got people looking up to you. So your attitude and the way you handle things, the way you respond to things, the way that you choose to respond to the negative, other people are watching you and they're going to follow your lead. So you got to be extremely careful, okay? So the next one says, God never promises to remove us from our struggles. He does promise, however, to change the way we look at them. Lucado. I know the guy, he writes a lot of books, but I can't say his last name. So, the past cannot be changed, but one's response to it can be. Erwin Lutzer, I'm assuming that's what that says. Your attitude, not your aptitude, will determine your altitude. Zig Ziglar. All these people that I have mentioned to you, John Maxwell, Charles Swindoll, I don't know how to say the last name, but Lucado, and Zig Ziglar. They're all great authors. You can go find books by them that you can read to help with your mindset and whatnot. So I would encourage you to do so. So let me get a drink real quick, like. Pastor Bubby, I will get back to you on that after this live. Okay, so more from God's Word. A merry heart makes a cheerful countenance. Proverbs 15:13. You must have the same attitude that Christ Jesus had. Philippians 2:5. Be glad and rejoice because your reward is great in heaven. Matthew 5:12. Rejoice always, pray without ceasing. 1 Thessalonians 5:16 through 17. This is the day the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. Psalms 118:24. I see that Sissy just come on. Hello, Amy. Thank you. Before I go any further, I want to just let everybody know, if you are not a part of our women's ministry, this is, as I said at the beginning, this is being done for our women's ministry, but I wanted to come on and share it with you all because I figured that, I have a lot of believers on my list and you all could benefit from these training as well. But if you would like to be in the women's ministry, the link is above in the description for you all. All you gotta do is just click it and I'll go and accept you. So, a timely tip for leaders. As a Christian leader, you have every reason on earth and in heaven to have a positive attitude. After all, God's in charge. He loves you and He's prepared a place for you to live eternally with Him, and that's what really matters. Thank you, Sissy. I appreciate you. So, as a Christian myself, I know that each day that I wake up is a blessing, okay? Because there are so many of us that do not get the chance to see the next day, all right, for whatever reason. So if you were fortunate to wake up, as I see many of you have been today, you ought to be grateful. And, when I go through my morning routine after I've had my time with God and I do my Bible study, I do gratitude, guys. And if you tell me that you don't have anything to be grateful for the day, your life is so bad that you do not have anything that you can be grateful for. You woke up, you're breathing, you're walking, you can hear, you can touch things, right? You can smell. Them are all things to be grateful for. A lot of people don't have that. If you've got family that support you in whatever you do, you got something to be grateful for. I've got my sister and my brother on here. The only siblings that I have, they support what I do. I got my mother on here. She supports most everything I do too. And my partner, he's on here as well. So I've got a lot of things to be grateful for. And you can always find something that you can be grateful for, okay? But that is our lesson today. If you did miss it, please go back and watch the replay. I would love to hear your thoughts. So I'm going to ask, and I'll give it a few minutes. Does anybody want to be able to come up here and add anything? It doesn't matter who you are or whoever's watching. If you have something you would like to come up here and share with us, I'll pull you up. I'll give it just a few minutes, okay? For those that may be wondering where I'm reading from this book right here. You can find it, I think we found this at Walmart, but I'm sure you can find it on Amazon or wherever you find your books at. You can go look for this book right here. It's got a lot of great lessons in it. Let's see. Yeah, Mama, you got a lot to be grateful for. Tomorrow is my mom's birthday, Lee Hogan. That's my mother. She has a lot to be grateful for. She has 63 years, guys. 63 years tomorrow that she has experiences and little moments that she can be grateful for. She could probably tell you, she'd probably go on all night about her things that she's grateful for, all the blessings in her life. So if you are watching me today and you have something that you're grateful for, you want to make known, drop it in the comments. I'd love to hear it, okay? But before I end this live, I want to tell y'all I cannot respond to your comments, and I do apologize. I'm trying to work on that and get it fixed, but I do not know what's going on. I can comment on your post, but I cannot comment back to you on mine, okay? So just bear with me. I will go through and give y'all hearts. That way I have seen your comments. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead, I guess, and end this live. Hopefully y'all enjoyed it. If you have, please feel free to share this with somebody. Share it out on your profile. Tag somebody in the comments. But I'm going to go ahead and head off here. Y'all have a great and blessed evening, and we will talk to you Wednesday.